Hey there, this is Monogrin Governor, and welcome to my video podcast that will show you how to defeat diabetes and supercharge your life. This is a part of a series of video podcasts that is groundbreaking. It builds on the book that I authored on type 2 diabetes. My 50-30-20 formula will help most people with type 2 diabetes and obesity to lead a healthy life free of chronic disease. This formula will also help a person with type 1 diabetes require a minimal basal insulin shot. I will later on in this podcast reveal my groundbreaking 50-30-20 formula. Think about this for a moment. Are you fed up with daily popping of pills just to keep blood glucose levels, high blood pressure and cholesterol levels under control? Do you have problems with tiredness, thirst, frequent urination, infections that do not heal, sexual dysfunction or numbness in your legs? Do you find it hard to make food choices that end up throwing your blood glucose levels out of control? Perhaps you may have trouble sleeping at night. When last have you exercised without getting out of breath? If this is where you are now, you will agree that you need a winning formula to change your life. Before I reveal my winning 50-30-20 formula, let me tell you a little about myself. If you were with me 15 years ago, you would have found me overweight, tired, and stressed. I sacrificed my health to acquire wealth. When the diagnosis of type 2 diabetes came, my first reaction was denial. And then came an avalanche of other chronic conditions of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and early onset of arthritis. I consulted the best doctors but found that my condition worsened. Like many of you, I fell into a trap. I became a mobile pharmacy. I carried around a bag of pills wherever I went, which would pop like candy every single day. And every day was a struggle. I was still tired. I had numbness and tingling in my feet. I had constant pain in my fingers that were only relieved by pain medication. Can you imagine what a drudge life was like? And I was just 39 years old. The thought of spending the rest of my life living with these chronic diseases was overwhelming. But a glimmer of hope remained. I knew that there had to be a more logical explanation than that was given to me by well-meaning but ill-informed doctors. I studied. I pored over books. I read medical journals extensively. I read books and articles by people with diabetes that got rid of the symptoms. And soon, that glimmer of hope became a flood of light when the simple logic of the solution dispelled the darkness. Diabetes is not about an imbalance in my blood glucose levels. It is really about the imbalance in my life that results in my blood glucose levels rising, in that high blood pressure, and in my high cholesterol. It was the imbalance in my life that resulted in my pot belly. To take back my life, I just needed to know the right formula that will bring back my body into equilibrium. It took me some effort and time, but I did it. I have not taken a single medication for 4 years. I am now free of diabetes. I have lost weight. As a person who is now in the mid-50s, I have the energy of a 30-year-old. I can tell you, doctors are in disbelief. Can you imagine a life with energy and vitality? Picture this: getting up fresh in the morning and being so fit that a 5-kilometer run is just child's play. How would you like to be finally free of the pills, injections, and frequent visits to your doctor? Do you even think that's possible? Would you like to know how you can eat the foods you enjoy without feeling guilty or gaining weight or worrying about your blood glucose levels? What I discovered is that type 2 diabetes is reversible. Armed with this knowledge, I apply this cutting-edge formula to regain my health and throw away the pills. Everyone with diabetes has a choice. the legacy of your life can either serve as a warning or as an example. I share this information as my legacy so that my life is an example for others. The process simply requires you to make informed choices from now on. Those choices will undo a lifetime of bad decisions and actions that resulted in your present condition. The prize is a guaranteed improvement in your health that will result in type 2 diabetes being defeated with time. My 50-30-20 formula requires you to make that informed choice, to change your diet, to change your mindset, and to engage in meaningful exercise. As you learn as I take you through a journey, you may need to do some serious introspection to undo those decisions that resulted in ill health. Fortunately, I've done all the work for you. You merely have to listen to a series of my podcasts and videos. As you listen, examine the evidence, and if anything resonates with you, if it makes sense, all you have to do is one step at a time. A 1,000-mile journey starts with the first step. You will be astounded at the improvement in your life when you look back after listening to the full series of podcasts and making just one change at a time. I will demonstrate that it may not be necessary to give up on the sweet, meaningful, and pleasurable aspects of life. Rather than giving something up, I will show you how to enrich your life so that you will see at the end of the journey that you're actually not missing out on anything. All this will be revealed in upcoming podcasts, given to you freely, so that you too can have a life with health and vitality. Stay tuned for my future videos and podcasts. In these series, I will break down this formula in user-friendly chunks. Let's start this 1,000-mile journey together. My 50-30-20 formula is a lifestyle transformation program that promises you freedom. Applying the formula to your life will result in you freeing yourself of the symptoms of diabetes, freeing yourself of the hold that medication has over you, freeing yourself of having to regularly visit your doctor, freeing yourself from dietitians, and freeing yourself from all other medical professionals. Stay tuned, or buy my book Diabetes Defeated by Monogrin Govender, or visit my website if you want to know more or cannot wait for my next podcast. If you are in South Africa, I show people through a series of practical workshops with demonstrations of food preparation, exercise, and meditation. I am also available for private consultations via Skype. Remember to hit the subscribe button to get regular updates on cutting-edge information that will transform your life.